We begin here at 10 with breaking news. Migrants who were staying at the 5th District Police Station say they are spending the night outside in frigid temperature.
They tell us they were forced to leave and take their belongings with them. CBS 2's Maribel Gonzalez is live in front of that police station in Pullman tonight. Maribel.
Yeah, that moment was caught on camera and then sent to us. The migrants that are here, as you can see behind me, right now are setting up their beds outside, some of them without a tent, just sleeping on the floor in the cold temperatures. You can also see some of them going in and out of the station lobby, but they tell us they're not allowed to spend the night there.
This is not a game.
Video sent to CBS 2 appears to show an officer from the 5th District Police Station in Pullman telling migrants staying in their lobby to leave.
Tuve 2 días y en verdad
I want everybody out the station, out this lobby, all this junk out of here.
Junk referring to their belongings. Volunteers who work with migrants here telling us this comes after some of the asylum seekers were taken to a shelter Tuesday. According to them, those who didn't go were told by the officer they could no longer sleep in the lobby despite the frigid temperatures.
vamos a hacer un intento en que si podemos.
Some of the migrants we spoke to say there was no more room for them. Others, like this man, didn't want to stay at a shelter. They say this feels like retaliation for staying. We asked Chicago police about this video and if their policy on allowing migrants to sleep in their lobbies has changed. They didn't provide comment, only referring us to the Office of Emergency Management and Communications. We're waiting to hear back from them.
I don't know for sure, but this is what I heard.
Okay.
That they got kicked out.
After hearing the migrants might have to spend the night outdoors, volunteer Jenny Leal and her sister scrambled to find an apartment where some of them could stay. They were able to take in 4 migrants tonight.
A harsh break for them, you know. They're out here in the cold, and this shouldn't be. This shouldn't be for anybody. We serve the homeless in Chicago too.
The migrants say they want work permits to be able to move into their own places. And although they say they're thankful to the officers who've allowed them to stay here so far,
Aquí agradecido con todas las personas.
they say the way they're being asked to leave and stay out in the cold is inhumane.
No nos pueden tirar como animales afuera.
Now, starting tomorrow, a network of 17 churches citywide will be taking in around 100 migrants into their spaces, providing them with temporary shelter. Volunteers here tell me this could be one of the reasons why the police stations are asking the migrants to leave.
Elements from the state of Texas, it's going on offense yet again. The Texas National Guard seizing control of a park that's been at the center of this migrant crisis. It's called Shelby Park. It sits along the Rio Grande River. It served as a landing point for illegals crossing into the U.S. in more than 2 years. This means not even the feds can patrol there. Matt Finn live in Eagle Pass to tell us how it's going. And I guess this is this day 1 or day 2, Matt? Good morning.
Essentially, day 2, this all started developing yesterday, Bill, and it's a rather remarkable situation. Behind me right now is Shelby Park, the park that you were referring to. Our viewers may recognize it. Our cameras have been here for about 2 years now, showing you the mass illegal immigration that happens right here in this park. You might recall even just a few weeks ago, there was that huge surge of migrants who crossed right here. Well, now under Governor Abbott's emergency declaration, the Texas National Guard has seized control of this park and some surrounding land along the river, put up fencing and razor wire, and kicked out federal Border Patrol agents, arguing that it's the Biden administration that has perpetuated illegal crossings, so Texas is going to control this land from here on out. Our crews have seen what appears to be Texas National Guard blocking Border Patrol agents from key areas of the operation here, and senior Border Patrol agents confirmed to Fox News that BP has pulled resources to avoid a confrontation. Now, it's not quite clear if this unprecedented move by Texas is really going to help or harm illegal migration here, because it appears that ultimately when migrants arrive to this park, Texas National Guard is still going to have to turn them over for processing to Border Patrol, essentially adding an extra step. Another added layer, the mayor of Eagle Pass says he was completely caught off guard by this move. He does not agree with his park being taken over and is looking into his legal options.
This is not something that the city wanted, requested, asked for. He made it clear that this is the state and that they have the legal authority to do that. Of course, our legal team is looking into the actions taken by the states.
We will be here outside of the park over the next couple of days. We'll keep you updated on how the situation unfolds, Bill.
We're trying again. All right, Governor Abbott, there he goes. Matt Finn.
What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there, and I hope you guys are staying warm. I'm just getting thawed out over here. mighty cold. You understand what I'm saying? Well, as you guys can see, we have a migrant crisis. A definite migrant crisis here in America. We are being consumed in the beginning of 2024 with migrants in Chicago, sleeping at the police station, and also at the Texas border. Okay, we have a situation going on here. As you can see, we got Mayor Adams right here in New York City. He has a migrant crisis as well, but he has a peculiar way in dealing with it. Okay, I guarantee you this is a no-go right here. Check this out.
As the city shelter system buckles over the influx of migrants, officials coming up with new ideas on where to house asylum seekers. One new idea, the mayor suggested the city could pay people to house migrants in their apartments. Fox 5's Regan Meggi is live in Midtown with more on this creative solution. Good morning, Regan.
Good morning there, Dan. Yes, a creative solution, also a hypothetical right now, because if New Yorkers are willing to house asylum seekers, they could earn up to $125 a night. That would be money paid for by the city. This as thousands of migrants continue arriving here in the city every week.
The closer we bring the asylum seekers and the migrants to everyday New Yorkers, the easier it will be for them to transition into society.
Each week, thousands of single adults and families arrive here on buses from border states, and finding housing for everyone has become increasingly difficult. So Mayor Eric Adams is floating an idea, asking private homeowners to share their space. Those willing will be paid by the city.
It's cheaper and it's a good investment for us to go to a family and assist them instead of placing people in large congregate settings or in these emergency hotels.
Technically, short-term rentals of 30 days or less are illegal in New York City. So if this is going to be something less than 30 days, they would have to change the existing law.
New York City civil rights attorney Ken Belkin says the mayor could issue an executive order to temporarily change laws, which could open up his honor to litigation. And he's already created controversy for previous plans to house migrants, such as housing men in tents on the Orchard Beach parking lot, then Randall's Island, both scrapped amid flooding concerns. Placing migrants in school gyms fell flat with parents and students. And just yesterday, in an exclusive report on Good Day New York, Fox 5 reporter Morgan Mackay explained a new effort. Starting next month, nearly 1,000 migrants will be housed in 50 churches and houses of worship. These faith-based shelters will be open from 7 at night to 7 in the morning. The migrants will then be moved to daytime centers, which will also be faith-based operated, but paid for by the city. Another option to shelter migrants, the old postal warehouse at JFK Airport. The FAA just gave its approval, saying the space has adequate security and safety plans in place for housing. And city officials say more than 45,000 migrants are currently in the care of the Department of Homeless Services. Now, the price tag for that is $4.3 billion. And as you can imagine, Mayor Adams is now looking at the fact that he may have to, in order to make those payments, have to make some cuts across the city. We're live here in Midtown. Regan Meggi, Good Day New York.
Here to the no, to the no, here to the no. Mayor Adams, what the hell are you smoking on? This is what I want to know. Why is it on Americans to accept these migrants, that's coming into this country right now? Why is it that we are made, to basically, foot the bill for these people right here? And then why is like the mayor and all these, other so-called higher ups, looking to deal with this situation. And when we got homeless people, man, woman, and child in our own country that you're not doing this for. You're not doing this for. You're not building places for them to live. You're not letting them sleep in churches. You understand? You're not asking people to let them stay at their homes for, $125 a night or whatever. You're not doing none of this. None of this makes a lick of sense, but you're making all these improvisions for migrants, to come here and invade America. You understand? And what's actually going on in their own country to where they need to flee to the so-called land of opportunity. That's what I want to know. Because as far as I'm concerned, the American dream, well, let's just say it's a nightmare at this point. It is a nightmare. And that's just what it is. So if they're coming here to seek better living, you understand what I'm saying? I don't know why you guys are thinking this is what you're going to get. And then the selfishness on top of that, because what about the American citizens? You understand, that's already here struggling to get by from day to day. You understand? And you think you're just going to come over here and replace us? No, it don't work like that. I don't know what's going on in your own countries where you come from, although I have an idea. But look like to me, what y'all need to do is stick and stay in your own place and stand up and fight and not come here, you know what I'm saying, and bring about troubles in our home, base, America. That's basically what it all boils down to, Yeah, Mayor Adams, this ain't gonna work. This is a hell to the no situation right here. You better find another way to deal with your migrant situation. Well, people, that's all I got on this particular video right here. I'm interested in hearing what y'all think in the comment section about this. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And people, please remember to live your life as though we're being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.